Tonight, there are many Jewish and Palestinian communities right here in the Bay Area calling for an end to the violence and hatred here in the United States. KTVU's Joey Horta live tonight in the newsroom with how the tragic death of a boy in Chicago is bringing people with opposing views closer together. Joey.
Yeah, Mike, both sides here have many differences, but the one thing they seem to agree on tonight is that these attacks against innocent civilians need to stop. Hundreds of people gathered for a candlelight vigil at Dolores Park in San Francisco Tuesday night.
We demand one thing, that Palestinians are able to live a life free from violence, free from fear, and free from a military occupation that has now gone on for more than 75 years.
The group standing in solidarity with Palestinians after the bombing of a hospital claiming hundreds of lives in the Gaza Strip. An attack Israel blames on terrorists. Among the crowd of demonstrators, Sami Mushasha, visiting from Jerusalem, where he worked for the UN, helping refugees in Gaza.
I just lost 14 of my colleagues, including a person that worked with me for several years in my own office.
The ripple effect from the war also turning deadly in the U.S. over the weekend, where Chicago authorities say a 6-year-old Palestinian American boy was stabbed to death because of his Muslim faith. The suspect, his landlord.
It's devastating. It's really devastating.
Both sides agree.
It's so sad. It's horrendous. And the reality is, it could have been a Jewish boy.
The tragedy prompting the Bay Area Jewish Community Relations Council to join 120 Jewish groups across the country in calling for an end to Islamophobia and anti-Arab hate.
We do not need this war to come here. We need to make sure that our two minorities are protected, and we need to stand up for one another.
Jewish groups offering an olive branch in hopes for peace, and there's at least some agreement.
We need to work towards a credible peace where people are treated equally.
Now, Palestinian Americans here in the Bay Area are calling for the U.S. to stop funding Israel. Although we should point out Congress is not able to send any additional money until they choose the next Speaker of the House. Joey Horta, KTVU, Fox 2 News. Mike, back to you.
All right, Joey, thank you for that. High school